Let me ask you something. How long have you been putting yourself last? Not just today, not just this week, but consistently, habitually, automatically. Last to eat, last to rest, last to even ask yourself what you want. Last, always last. And the truth is, that's not love. That's conditioning. Somewhere along the way, someone told you, or maybe you told yourself, that this is what good moms do. That putting yourself last means you love your family more. That sacrifice is the highest form of motherhood. I want to challenge that belief today, not gently, but directly, because I believe it is one of the most damaging myths in motherhood, and it is costing you more than you know. If you're ready to hear the truth about what your family actually needs from you, stay with me. In this video, I'm going to show you why putting yourself last is quietly disconnecting you from your family and what to do instead so you can show up as a calmer, more present version of yourself. If this is your first time here, I'm Keisha Golder, and this channel is for women who are ready to stop living everyone else's version of her life and start building her own. Be sure to subscribe and stay with me because this month we're breaking patterns most women don't even realize they're in. Here's what I know about you. You push yourself last because you love your family. It's not weakness. It's not low self-esteem. It's love expressed through sacrifice. And that love is real and it's beautiful. And I'm not here to dismiss it. But love without boundaries turns into depletion. And depletion always, always has a cost. Because a depleted woman can never give her family her best. She can only give them what's left. And what's left after years of being last is not very much. You know this feeling, the snapping when you have nothing left, the quiet resentment, the going through the motion, being there physically, but somewhere else mentally. That's not bad motherhood. That's a woman running on empty. And running on empty has a cost for you and for the people you love the most. Some of you who've been watching recently already know part of my story, but let me give you another part. I remember one night sitting on the edge of my bed after my boys went to sleep, just staring at the wall, thinking, I don't even know what I want anymore. And nothing dramatic happened. It wasn't some aha lights flash on big moment. But I was emotionally and spiritually drained from giving everything that I had to everyone else. And what I didn't talk about was how that showed up for my children, not in a loud way, in a subtle way. And subtle patterns are the ones that stick. My sons was watching a woman who did not prioritize herself, who said yes when she knows she meant no, who showed up exhausted and called it devotion. And without realizing it, I was teaching them something I never intended, that love looks like self erasure, that women disappear themselves for the people they care about, that your needs come last. But when I started choosing myself, not instead of them, but alongside them, everything shifted. The energy shifted, our connection shifted, and what I brought to them shifted. So let me break this down in a real way. 3 ways putting yourself last is actually costing your family and what you need to do instead. Because this isn't about just stopping what you're doing, it's about what you start doing differently. You are modeling self erasure. Your children are not just watching what you do for them, they're watching what you do for yourself. And everything they see becomes their template for when they're adult. A daughter watching you put yourself last learns my needs are inconvenient. Love means disappearing. A son watching what women do in relationships, he absorbs that without you ever saying a word. Not because you told him, but because you showed him. And I'm thankful that I changed what I showed my son so that they can have healthier relationships. You're not just living your life, you are writing the blueprint your children will build theirs from. Ask yourself this: if my children watch this pattern for the next 10 years, what will they learn about love? Your depletion changes their emotional climate. We talked in April about how your nervous system becomes your teenager's blueprint, right? This is where it shows up. When you're running on empty, that energy doesn't stay contained, it spreads. Same house, same kids, same responsibilities, but a completely different energy. A depleted mom snapping isn't a bad mom. She's a woman who has nothing left to give. But it still lands. The tone, the impatience, the distance. Now, compare that to a mom who poured into herself first. She shows up different. Not perfectly, but differently. More patient, more present, more available. Think about the last time you felt restored. Not just rested, but restored. How did you show up that day? That difference is why choosing yourself matters. Before we go to the third point, if this is hitting you right now, just type the word choosing in the comments. That's your first step. Not someday, right now. And listen, because you can't choose yourself if you don't know what you need, I created the Core Values Finder. It's free, it's linked in the description, and it helps you get clear on what actually fills you up, not what everyone else needs from you. Go grab your copy. Point number 3: resentment builds quietly. This is the one that nobody says out loud. When you constantly give without refilling, resentment builds. Not because you're a bad person, but because you're human. Not because you're a bad person, but because you're human. And unmet needs don't stay quiet forever. Resentment doesn't explode at first, it leaks slowly. It shows up as exhaustion, then irritation, then feeling unappreciated, then distance. And here's the hard truth: that sacrifice that was meant to hold your family together starts pushing it apart. Because a woman who has given everything and received nothing is not someone people can feel fully close to. They feel it even if they can't name it. So, Let me ask you, honestly, is there any resentment sitting in you right now? Not a person, just a feeling. If the answer is yes, that is information. And that information is pointing to a need. Here's the truth: putting yourself last teaches self erasure. It shifts the emotional climate of your home, and over time, it builds resentment. And underneath all of this, choosing yourself is not a threat to your family, it is a gift to them. A full woman gives differently than a depleted one. I want you to imagine something. Imagine being in your home and feeling full, not perfect, not finished, but full. You honored yourself today. You met one real need. And from that place, you turn toward your family. You're patient in a way that surprises you. You're present in a way that feels new. And you respond instead of react. What does that feel like? That's not a different life. That's a different version of you. And that version of you is who your family actually needs. And let me say this clearly: you do not have to earn the right to take care of yourself. You do not have to burn yourself out first. You are allowed to choose yourself today and every day, not instead of your family, but alongside them. That's not selfish. That's wisdom. If you're tired of feeling like you're running on empty, and then you're ready to start a real process to change that, that's exactly what my life purpose makeover is designed to do. Start with the free core values finder, which is linked in the description. And if you want a deeper look, book a free discovery call. We'll talk honestly about where you are and what you need next. If this video helped you today, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment. Tell me one thing you're choosing for yourself this week. I want to celebrate that with you. Next Tuesday, we're breaking down the difference between what you want and what you actually need. And that distinction changes everything. Take care of yourself, all of yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next video.